I'm going to share some really fun tips with you. Some of them are generally helpful, some of them are almost exploits. Alrighty, let's get started. Your farm animals can be a good source of food and artisan goods that you can sell for profit, but looking after animals can get tedious, especially if you have many of them. This is where the animal automation tool comes in, and they can make your life so much easier. The first one is the auto feeder. You will automatically get this when fully upgrading your farm buildings to deluxe versions. Next, we have the auto grabbers. You can buy these from Marnie for 25,000 gold each. Yes, that is pretty expensive, but these will make your life so much easier, and they will pay for themselves in no time. The next one, and in my opinion the most important one, is the auto petter. This little machine will prevent your animals from losing hearts as long as they have food. That means you can completely ignore your animals for an entire year and come back to an auto grabber full of animal products, and their hearts will remain exactly the same. Getting an auto grabber is a little bit difficult because if you went the community center route, you can only find these on treasure floors in the Skull Cavern. Good luck on your hunt for an auto petter. Stardew Valley is fundamentally a farming game, and that means that planting and growing crop is crucial for a successful farm. But I feel like we tend to ignore the crop enhancers that exist in the game. Don't ignore fertilizers, retaining soil, and speed to grow. It is pretty easy to farm without these things because they seem expensive or hard to craft, but they can make a huge difference on your farm. Use deluxe fertilizers with sweet gem berries to have a 50% chance of harvesting Iridium quality crops that sell for 6,000 gold each. Use hyperspeed grow on your starfruit to have them mature considerably faster, allowing you to make tons of money and allowing you to have more harvests per season. And most importantly, use deluxe retaining soil with garden pots to turn any building into a greenhouse. These crop helpers are expensive, so always plan ahead and use fiber seeds to retain these for the next season. I have tested and confirmed that fertilizers can be retained through the seasons and even into the next year. When you are level 10 fishing and get a perfect catch, you will catch an Iridium quality fish. Iridium quality fish is great because they can give you back a ton of health and energy. They sell for a good amount, and you can use them as love gifts for some of the townspeople who love fish. But some fish are kind of hard to get perfect catches on. Luckily for us, there is a way to always catch Iridium quality fish. If you are level 10 fishing and use the quality bobber, every single fish that you catch will be Iridium quality. This is great for catching those hard fish like catfish and even the legendary fish. Imagine having an Iridium quality legendary fish on display in your house. It might be hard catching these fish without the trap bobber, but you can do it. If you are not interested in catching Iridium quality fish and instead just want to catch as many fish as possible, then make use of the dresser spinner. Combine the dresser spinner fishing tackle with some wild bait and you will never stop catching fish. The dresser spinner will reduce the time between bites by 7.5 seconds. Wild bait will also increase the likelihood of getting a bite and will give you a chance to catch 2 fish instead of 1. If you are like me and often fish while watching YouTube on the side, the auto hook enchant will be your lifesaver. It will automatically hook fish that bite, allowing you to have a nice relaxed fishing session without having to pay full attention to the game. Speaking of enchantments, my favorite enchantment for every tool in the game is the Swift enchantment. I know the powerful enchantment for the pickaxe is pretty good, and the shaving enchant on your axe can make a huge difference in your wood shortage, but I still prefer the Swift enchantment. The Swift enchant will make your tools operate 33% faster. That 33% is very close to the speed people can get with animation cancelling. This enchant will effectively allow all players to have that animation cancelling speed, and whacking trees and ores at this speed is extremely satisfying. Hello Pierre, bye Pierre. Hello Pam, bye bye Pam. Oh look, it's Abigail. I know you guys love Abigail, so if you hit subscribe right now, I will spare Abigail. Just kidding, this mod doesn't work on Abigail, but hit subscribe anyway. Okay, I know what you were thinking. You think hoppers are terrible and have no use. But that is actually not the case. Hoppers do have a use. They might not be the automation tool we have all been waiting for, but they make some things incredibly convenient, especially with furnaces. If you are like me, you often fiddle around in furnaces every single day looking for coals and ores to melt into bars. While with hoppers, you just need to set them up once, and then every day you can simply walk past your furnaces and collect the bars. The hopper can take coal and every type of ore, and it will smelt them from left to right. So use your hopper as storage for your ores. The bonus is that they will place them into the furnaces for you. It's pretty convenient. With the addition of Ginger Island, we now have 2 new fruit trees, the mango tree and the banana tree. These fruit trees are amazing. They produce some of the most valuable fruit in the game, and bananas are used for a variety of things as well. To easily get fruit trees, head over to the oasis on Mondays and buy all of the coconuts that Sandy has to offer. Whenever you are in the desert, forage for as many coconuts as you can and keep them. Do this every week and eventually you will stockpile a ton of coconuts. Take these to the island trader and trade in your coconuts for golden coconuts. Golden coconuts are the most reliable way to get pineapple seeds, mango saplings, and banana saplings. Crack open these golden coconuts at Clint for your sweet reward. Aging wine and cheese using casks is a great way to stretch your resources and maximize your profits. A normal basement looking like this, there are 125 casks in here, allowing you to age a large quantity of products all at the same time. But what if this is just not good enough? Well, you could do something like this. Fill up the entire basement with casks, and I mean the entire basement. There is no room to walk around, so you will have to hit casks with an axe to harvest the wine. A basement like this can fit 189 casks, which is kind of a big deal. While you can do this to make big money, I would actually not recommend that you do this because harvesting these is incredibly tedious. The next tip is unfortunately only applicable to players who play on PC. Do you ever want to start a new playthrough but don't want to struggle in the early game? Well then this tip is for you. Launch the game using the Sampi launcher, boot up a brand new save file, and then open the Sampi command line. Type debug setup big farm and hit enter. This will instantly spawn 3 deluxe coops, all filled with chickens, and 2 deluxe barns, all filled with cows. This will also spawn a huge field of spring crops that are ready for harvesting. Naturally, you will also get 18 fruit trees. But wait, it gets better. You will also get a huge amount of kegs, furnaces, and preservation jars. Doing this will seriously set you up for success. If you want to have a truly stress-free playthrough, you can also type debug setup farm in the command line. This will give you 20,000 gold and will upgrade all of your tools to Iridium quality. These commands could be fun to use when you just want to mess around on a new farm, or just want a very easy playthrough. And those are some random tips that you can use to thrive and succeed in Stardew Valley. Hopefully you found this video helpful and entertaining, but for now, I will see you in the next video.